because what's going on right behind me. It snowed a lot in New Hampshire. People needed outdoor footwear. We didn't know about being the best boot maker in the world or anything. All we knew about is practical stuff.
What is up, everybody? My name is Eric Valdez and I am back with another YouTube video. I hope you guys are all having a great day. And in this video, I'm going to be covering something that we've all been seeing a lot right now. And that is going to be the Timberland 6-inch boot. Along with that, we're going to be breaking down the history of the Timberland boot and the Timberland boot on feet. With that being said, let's hop straight into the history of the Timberland brand and boot. The Timberland brand was founded by Nathan Swartz and revolutionized what he thought would be the blue-collar work boot, but would also make its way into the fashion and music scene in the future. As many of you guys have seen, the 6-inch Timberland is making a comeback as of late. I don't want to disrespect the boot, as it has been used and worn very heavily since it first released in 1973, and although it was the 8-inch boot that released first, 3 years later the 6-inch boot would fall right behind and be the staple to the Timberland brand that we know today. Timberland really made its way into the music scene in the 1990s. Rappers like Notorious B.I.G., Wu-Tang Clan, and Jay-Z did a great job popularizing the boot in the East Coast, and I think we can all agree that fashion and music go hand in hand and hold some kind of relationship together. The Timberland that was made to be durable for the different seasons became a symbol of urban fashion and was later picked up by people who liked the boot for the look of it. The different boots and footwear, along with clothing that Timberland has created, have become a big brand in today's society. To say the least, Timberland made an iconic boot that has truly been timeless in my opinion. So now that I have covered some of the history that Timberland has created, let's hop into what makes the 6-inch Timberland boot. So here I have the Timberland 6-inch boot in hand, and I want to kind of go over a review of what makes the boot, the quality, and the overall material. So starting off with the sole is made out of a molded rubber that is very good for traction and durability, and overall the boot has a overall nice design when it comes to the sole. As you can tell by the bottom, there is some Timberland branding right there with just a regular logo that they provide on a lot of their footwear. I have a pair of loafers that have, if not a very similar sole, and has really held up very good during the colder months. And you know, when it snows and rains, the boots will definitely be durable. So moving along the midsole, you do have a nice little heel here, which again, you can see the little traction lines that go all around. Very nice and simple again. And coming up to the upper part, you do have the Timberland branding. And one of my favorite things about the boot is just a nice light tan stitching that goes up and then over here on the side of the boot. And the upper, if you guys don't know, it is made out of a nubuck leather, I believe is how you pronounce it, and a very nice leather that has a very nice feel to it. It has almost like a velvet feel. It's very smooth and nice. You do have the regular metal eyelets with just a regular workwear shoelaces that are very thick and grainy, and they feel very, very good. Now hopping into the tongue, again, the tongue is also made out of the nubuck leather, very durable, nice, and has a very nice feel to it. And then when looking inside of the boot, Timberland does just have a regular insole, nothing crazy, just a regular basic one. And then up here you do have some padded leather that sits a little bit above the ankle, but is very comfortable and doesn't bother you at all when you're walking or if you're out in the woods or doing something. It definitely doesn't provide any discomfort. And overall, the boot is a very well designed boot that I think can go very well in a lot of people's wardrobe because of the simplicity yet versatility that this boot brings. So now that I've showed you guys the quality and the different materials that make this boot, let's throw the Timberland 6-inch boot on feet. The Timberland boot on feet is a very comfortable boot and actually lightweight when regarding all the material that makes this boot. Before purchasing this boot, I'd assume it would be very heavy and uncomfortable, but that was not the case when I tried them on. The overall look is easy to style and makes for a boot that will be durable and stand the test of time. I have talked a lot on how I would like to style this, and I do prefer a baggier bottom as I think it fits this boot best, but still open-minded about styling it differently. When talking about the colorway of the boot, It is important to know that the wheat colorway is a perfect colorway that adds versatility to the boot and has made it what it is today. The design and comfort of this boot is what makes it popular, along with all the quality material that it carries. For the best sizing on this Timberland boot, I would either go true to size or half a size down. Okay guys, so now that I've broken down the 6-inch wheat Timberland boot, for all of you guys who have stayed to the end of the video, I wanted to ask 2 questions for you guys to answer down in the comments. The first question being, are you guys a fan of the wheat Tims? And the second one is, are you guys going to be picking up a pair for the fall-winter 2023? It was definitely a must for me because as a young kid, seeing my brother always wear Timberlands, I was always a fan for a little bit, and then I didn't like them. But now that I'm older, you know, your style tends to change, and it was something that I definitely hopped on board, which is why I'm glad that I picked them up, and I'm very excited to be wearing them more and more. With that being said, thank you guys for all staying to the end of the video. Feel free to leave a comment, leave a like, and even subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.